Alright, in this video I'll be teaching you how to make a baby romper. So first you push out 30 needles. You can see me in the video. I'm pushing out from the left hand side of my machine, and then I'm pushing out 40 to 10. So you know where your the indicator is, right, for your machine. So you push out 40 to 10 needles, and then you cast on just as you would. So after your cast on, you need 10 rows. So now I have my 10 rows, and you take your hand tool and create your desired rib. So you could choose 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, whatsoever rib style that you want. Okay. All right, so I forgot to mention that your rib should be in tension 6, and then by the time you start the body, you change back to tension 7. Okay, so now that you have done your rib style, you keep knitting until you have 40 rows. Okay, 10 before the design, and then 30 more to make up to 40 rows. Now that I have 40 rows, I'm just going to fold. So now we are going to start our increment. Remember, we picked 40 to 10. So you are going to increase to 0, and you are increasing only towards the right hand side. Okay, so where you have 0, that means you are increasing towards the middle, which is, it should be to your right if you're following my video. So you increase, and then you knit 4 rows. Increase 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you keep doing that until you have increased to needle 0, and then you knit 60 rows in total. Now I have my 60 rows, and then I cut my yarn off. Then I take a waste yarn. So you take your waste yarn, and you can knit about 3 rows to 4 rows. Then you remove the work off the machine. Okay, now we are starting the second leg, and for the second leg you're picking from 10 to 40 towards your right hand side. So once you watch this video, you'd understand what I mean by that. Okay, you cast on as you would, and then after casting on, you knit 10 rows, do your desired rib style, knit 30 more, then fold. Just form your rib like the first one. All right, so now that you have your rib, don't forget you change your tension, right, to tension 7. Now you start increasing to the left hand side. Okay, so you know we have 40 to 10, so now you're going to increase to the middle, which is before 0. Okay, so now you start increasing just like we did the former one. You need 4 increase, you need 4 rows, and then by the time you get to, you know, before 0, all you have to do is just keep knitting until you have 60 rows. So now that I'm at 60, I'm going to cut off the yarn, but this time around we are not removing this off. So all you have to do is you bring back the first panel, and then you hang it back on the machine. So I believe that you know how to hang, because you should have been taught. Okay, so now we are going to hang back the panel, but in case you can't remember, I'm going to do an up close video. I'm going to show it. I'll try to zoom it, and then so you have a clearer view of that. After joining both panels, you should have a total number of 80 needles. Now you can change your row counter to 000, and you keep knitting until you have 90 rows. Now that you have 90 rows, you are going to remove armpits. So remove armpits 5 to the left, and then you come across, and then you remove 5 to the other side. After removing your armpits on the other side, now you should have a total number of 70 needles. So you keep knitting until you have 125 rows. Now I have 125 rows, so I'm going to cast off 20. So this is the division of our work: 20 for one shoulder, 20 for the second shoulder, and 30 for the neck. I know you can relate with this. So you cast off the first 20. And then you knit across, then you cast off another 20. Lastly, you knit, and then you cast off the last 30 needles.